Hello everybody, it's Global Weather Update and welcome back to my channel. And in today's video, I'm going to be talking about Tropical Cyclone 4B that's forming in the Indian Ocean. So it's currently at 35 knots, so it's getting closer to tropical storm status now. And it is expected to get around 70 knots, which is about 80 miles an hour. And it's going to go towards in like a northwest direction, and around the 25th, like kind of like towards the evening hours and that, in Zulu time, it'll be approaching Chennai. I think that's how you pronounce it, Chennai. And based on the GTWC, you could be experiencing Category 1, maybe low-end Category 2 status winds. And then obviously if you're on the northeast quadrant of the storm, so probably if this landfall zone's right, just southwest of Chennai, the winds will get funneled into Chennai, because Chennai will be on the eastern side, so the winds will be funneling in, so that area could experience some storm surge. But I'm going to show you something in a minute, like what the models are saying, because the models yesterday and even the day before that were showing potentially major hurricane and that, like Cat 3, Cat 4 status, and now they've really backed off, and I'll show you in a minute. So here's like the current look here on satellite of how it looks, and you can see there's a big there is some convection around the center, but it's very ragged. The the outflow to the north and to the west is pretty good, but just the convection isn't sustaining at a deep rate, and it's not it's not like trying to tighten, it's not like tightening around it. It's not like consolidating, as like the word I'm looking for. It's just ragged right now, and it's not looking that good, and based on this, it's not gonna have like much time to develop. And like the sea surface temperatures are plenty warm. It's around 28 to 29 Celsius up until landfall. Wind shear's low, but it's having some struggles internally right now, and it's like finding it hard to get its act together. And but if convection really blows up and it really starts to sustain itself around the center, then we could start to see traverse banding. Then we could start to see potentially an eye feature forming. But I'm starting to think that's getting more unlikely, and now I'm going to show you like why. So the GFS here. So as we go towards Tuesday afternoon, you could see it's starting to intensify, but it's approaching land. It's around 992 millibar, so that's definitely the tropical storm range, probably mid to high end tropical storm at that point. Then as we go to landfall, probably around in the high 980, so maybe a low end Category 1 cyclone, but it's not that certain, and it's way more south. So if this was to happen, it'll be making landfall around here. So it's way like south of the cone. So I'm not 100% sure if it's a blip, but we'll see what the GFS shows in the coming hour or so. But it's definitely starting to trend weaker and less time over water. And if we look at the wind shear values here, so all up into landfall, there's basically no shear at all, and there may be some slight easterly shear here, as you can see here, but not really much to affect it. It's got a nice outflow to the north, it's got a nice outflow to the south, to the west. This is the east that's finding it hard. So shear isn't a problem, sea surface temperature isn't. Basically the problem is the time it's got over water, and just internal, like the internal structure of the cyclone. So it's basically just down to the time and to the structure of it is why it's taking so long, and why it might not become particularly strong. If we look at the relative humidity here, so if we go on in towards Tuesday here, there's not much dry air at all. There might be some slight intrusions to the eastern side, but not that much dry air to really speak of. So really, all in all, there isn't much to stop it, but it hasn't got much time, like maybe under 50 hours. So not that much time, so around maybe like Wednesday morning Zulu time. So it hasn't got that much time to develop, and its internal structure isn't helping it at the moment, and there's no really deep convection sustaining itself over the circulation, so it's just finding it hard right now. If we look at the GFS here and the 0Z run, it is way more north and it's stronger. So the GFS is around here and the Euro's more up here. So we'll have to see what the GFS shows in its upcoming run in well, it's gonna come out in a few minutes. So we'll see like what that shows like as it comes up. But the Euro's more north and stronger as you can see. So if we look at the sea surface temperature anomalies here, so where the cyclone is, it's like above average, like a degree above average, so it's plenty warm. As I was saying, and the sea surface temperatures is around 29 to 28 Celsius, so that's not an issue either. So as I was saying, the only issue is basically its internal structure and the time it's got. So in my opinion, if I was a forecast, I would probably say a low end Cat 1, 75 to 80 miles an hour, around that. But we don't know for sure because it's still over water and it's favourable. The environment's favourable, so we'll just have to wait and see. But I would say a low end Cat 1 storm surge is still an issue, so you have to be careful, especially if you're on the eastern side of the storm. So if you're in the landfall zone or in the cone, please prepare because basically the effects can happen outside the cone as well, like winds, squalls, swells, like, so you have to be precautious. Even if it didn't get to a hurricane or like a cyclone, it's still gonna cause problems. Either like tropical storm force winds cause problems and damage, so you have to be vigilant and you have to be basically ready. So yeah, so that's the update. I hope you found the video informative. Please like and subscribe, and I'll do another update on this tomorrow. And after this storm like dissipates, I'll start doing videos across the whole basin, like the Western Pacific, the Atlantic, the Indian Ocean, to see if there's any more storms going to form. So I hope you found it informative. Please like and subscribe, and I'll do another video same time tomorrow.